Running it back, never cap, out of the drought, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit it the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my tall, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win? That's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. Step on, spin move, in zone, let's go. Scout for sideline, a touchdown, and I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin move, in zone, let's go. Scout for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Miami Dolphins. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And 7.
Working out of the gun, Love. And he's got his man on the out route. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Giants nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now Joe Mixon. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Play action this time with Love. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
At the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dolphins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And 4 at the 10-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Love from the gun. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Action there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. They'll run with Dobbins. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The score, Dolphins 7, Giants 0.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Love. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. From 8 yards out. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game earlier, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
Don't worry about your hands, though.
Yeah.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now, as they come up on 2nd and a couple. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mixon with it. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Jackson. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
1-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. On 2nd down, Love once more. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Get ready, get ready.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On 3rd down, Love, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Love back to it here after the pick 6. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mixon. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
The handoff to Joe.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun again to Penny. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. They keep it with Penny on 1st down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now Mixon. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The kick is good.
And it's up and good.
Ties the game at 14. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Love this time is going to set up to throw it. They'll roll it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tanner Muse, able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, Love. And he will find his man on the outside. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say? Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Love. And he's got his man on the out route. Good. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. On 1st and 10, Love going for the deep ball. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
On the deep ball, it's 2nd down and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 13 apiece. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Love now on second down. He'll buy some time right. Wide open receiver complete.
You'll get nothing. I like
it. Way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked in, running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Joe Mixon.
Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
On second down, here's Mixon. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Giants. Rashad Penny, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where he felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down now. Dobbins trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Raekwon McMillan.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You can't block me. You can't block me. 36, 36. 17. Hey, 50. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Red, yellow. I got you.
From the gun, Love. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
21. Justin Tucker.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount, here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Love. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Love. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd. From the gun, Love. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Jackson, eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a... But they allow the conversion. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Now Rashad Penny. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Third down.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further.
31.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was... pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame woofing has turned into results.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Love. And a quick throw here that's complete.
Love's pass.
The Dolphins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun. Love. Flush. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. To throw now. Here's Love. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And no, it's incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On third down, Jackson dumps it off to Mixon. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter.
7-yard attempt.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Let's go one more.
First down, going to the air with Love. That's complete to Butler. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Love. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe the Dolphin got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, first and 15. Again, it's Love. Looking deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. To the air again, Love. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
The Dolphins on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Check 52.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
4th down and 1.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Love now to pass on first down. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
J.K. Dobbins. A 3-yard pickup.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
18-yard line.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a second down throw for Love here. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Tanner Muse in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
And 8.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe the Dolphin got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Love. And he's going to go down again.
Jordan Love.
Tanner Muse able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Love. His throw caught right around the 6. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, there's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
They'll run with Mixon. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. With that run, double check my math. Yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Mixon, the ball
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll